Hello friends, Iceberg out of Dillon Brothers Harley-Davidson, and today I'm going to take you through a walkthrough of this 2019 Harley-Davidson Softail Fat Bob. Alright, since the Fat Bob was introduced into the Harley-Davidson lineup, it is definitely, in my opinion, kind of that classic American muscle motorcycle. Very beefy, kind of a very stout motorcycle, if you will. You know, you have the very nice and large matching 16-inch wheels on here, very thick on those. They're great for handling. Really enjoy the balance on these motorcycles for certain. Let's go ahead and talk about the engine on this 2019 Fat Bob. This is going to have the Milwaukee 8 114. This is going to have a 6-speed transmission, and the final drive on this motorcycle is belt. All right, continuing on, and let's move down on the motorcycle and let's talk about a few of the upgrades that are on here. First and foremost, actually, we're going to take a look at some of the brass accents that have been put on here, leading down obviously to that all brass heat shield cover on the exhaust system, finishing that off with the Vance & Hines slip-ons on here. These are very nice low rumble Vance & Hines. They're not super loud, not super aggressive, but they definitely give the motorcycle that very nice low rumble. I am going to take the opportunity right now to fire it up so you can hear that Vance & Hines. Alright, as I said, not super loud or overbearing, just a very nice low rumble note on here. I touched on the brass stuff. Let's move back. We're going to go into the intake here, where there's this custom brass intake on there. It's got the skull, a little bit of verbiage on there. I'm not quite sure why it's at an odd angle and not just centered. I don't know if that was for artistic purposes or somebody just being lazy when they put it on at home and didn't want to take it back off and change it out. Either way, if you like it cocked at that angle for artistic purposes, you may leave it that way. If not, a couple bolts and you can straighten that right out. Moving to more brass accents, you do have the brass gas cap on here like this. Really kind of flows with that whole industrial vibe of the motorcycle, if you will. Moving down, your pegs have the nice little brass accents on them as well. Same with the passenger pegs. Speaking of passenger pegs, this motorcycle is 2-up ready for the road, where you have the full 2-up touring seat on this motorcycle. I guess I shouldn't say touring seat, it's just 2-up ready, if you will. Very nice, good lower back support on this seat, and then a nice comfortable pad for your passenger. There is no sissy bar on here. That's something that if you do want to look into, of course you can talk to any of our parts guys. They will be glad to help you out getting a sissy bar on this bike. Another nice addition, just something cool and a little bit of storage space, if you will. On the side here, you do have the one very small solo saddle bag, all leather on the side here. You're going to be able to fit like your wallet, your keys, water bottle in there, stuff like that. It just kind of adds to the coolness of the motorcycle and gives you just a touch of storage on there as well. Speaking of adding some cool to the motorcycle, let's move back up front. We kind of talked on that industrial vibe. That's something that the Fat Bob really exudes, especially when they did the revamp of the headlight there. I know a lot of people, it was kind of a love-hate with that new headlight setup. I personally think it's very cool. Once again, very industrial looking. And then moving up from that, I really like this nice small fairing that's on here with the Harley-Davidson #1 and the Harley-Davidson logo running across it. Just a very nice addition to the motorcycle, really just kind of pulling everything together. As this motorcycle sits on our floor, survey says it has 3,769 miles on it. This motorcycle needs absolutely nothing except a new two-wheel enthusiast to take it down the road. And if you are local in Omaha, Nebraska, would like to see this Softail Fat Bob up close in person, please stop out at Dillon Brothers Harley-Davidson today. Come take it out for a test ride. Make sure to talk to any of our sales staff. They are all happy to help you out. And as always, from the entire Dillon Brothers Harley-Davidson family, thank you so much for checking out our videos. And always remember, gear up, ride safe. Thanks a lot.
Come on, let's ride. Come on, let's ride. Oh, yeah. Dillon